Hey everyone, welcome back to another update. How's it going, everyone? Hopefully, you're all doing fantastic today. And it's absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable that Bitcoin has reached a 128% year to date. Now, a lot of people are saying this is nothing, this is just a fake rally. And I say it, does this really look like a fake rally to you? In a single year, past year, we were at 16,000. People were basically afraid that crypto is going to crash down to 12,000. But we did see the smallest drop of 16,000. Now we're back at 37,000. So just in last year alone, being 120 and 30% up, institutions coming in is definitely a very clear signal that institutions are going to be coming in. But if you don't know this content, be sure to smash that like button. And the real importance here is nobody tells you this about Bitcoin, and it's that the big institutions now want in. Before, it was retail investors. So let's take a look at 2021's bull run. So just take a look at here. So the trading volume here at the peak was 60 billion. Right now it's about 10 billion, so we're about the sixth of the peak. But even if we look over here, we're not that far off of the previous highs, and that's the great thing about it. It does seem like Bitcoin is gonna be the next big bull run, but it's not gonna be by institutions. Before in 2018, 2017, we said the corporations, they're evil. The institutions, they're really evil. And you have to think to yourself, what happened? Well, crypto got really regulated. Crypto got regulated by places like different countries like China and India. I know regulated crypto. So a lot of people just gave up on it, and it dropped down even down to $4,000. And we're seeing the same pattern here. Retail investors coming in, and then we saw a ton of crashes over here. Terra Luna Classic, Celsius, FTX, and these are just one of the many that happened. So that's the biggest problem. But it does seem like here it was the retail traders that were pumping the fuel, and Elon Musk and Dogecoin. But it does seem like the next bull run that nobody tells you about, this is like non-public info. Why are we seeing 10 billion trading volume? Why are we seeing 13 billion trading volume? At the lowest, we saw like 17 billion even. Well, it's very simply put, there's only one reason, and it's institutions coming in. So if we look at year to date for Kaspa, it's 2,500% up. And if we see the biggest losers, it's obviously Terra Luna Classic, which did kind of recover in last 30 days and like 60 days. All tokens did. But a lot of these tokens, they won't survive. Like a lot of them. Why? Well, very simply put, even Pepe is doing well, but they just want the one clear winner. And this is the major advantage, is the spot ETF. So whoever has the spot ETF, so Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not going to probably list BNB anytime soon because very well BNB and Binance is under exchange under like a lot of regulation right now. It's under a lot of pressure. So they won't probably list BNB anytime soon, but Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, these two are the ones that institutions really like and love. And we also have XRP. We have Solana. Solana, they might list a spot ETF for Solana sometime soon, and that will send it up. But closely, SEC has listed Solana as a potential security. So potential security, it still didn't stop that rally to $60 from to $15, which in my opinion, it was seriously undervalued. And rightfully so, it's top 6. It does seem like everyone's putting their money on the Ethereum and Bitcoin ETF. And once we get an Ethereum and Bitcoin ETF, that's when we're seriously going to be seeing a massive, massive bull run. And nobody's going to tell you this. Nobody wants to reveal this info to you guys. So I'm going to share it to you for free. This 2021 bull run started by retail investors, by the pandemic, giving out free bonuses, giving out all these things to invest in meme coins, stocks, anything you want, $500 here, $500 there. Then we got a super inflation, but it does seem like that the next one is risen by the institutions, which institutions will have the majority advantage. And now with Binance being under pressure, they can like step in. They can have a Trojan horse, if you say it so, and they can break in and they can actually make a huge change. If you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. How's it going, everyone? And Ethereum is going to $5,000. Now, if I made this video in 2016, people would call me crazy. People would oust me out of the room, and they would say it's absolutely pathetic I'm saying these things. But Ethereum used to be 60 cents. Now it's about 4,000x. Can you actually believe that? What if you have found like 100 Ethereum, like $100 of Ethereum, or $50 of Ethereum right now today? You would have, if you had 50 Ethereum right now today, if you found 100 Ethereum or whatever, you would have about 100K sitting today right now. So $50 into 100K. So is a doubling possible? And I do believe Ethereum is very easily going to be reaching at least $3,000, if not $5,000 very much soon. And there's three main reasons why. And all I'm asking you is to smash that like button and watch the video until the end, because I'm giving this information for free. I'm not going to sell it in any courses. I'm not going to tell anyone, hey, this information is good if you pay $1,000 for it. No, it's going to be absolutely free. And I'm going to be telling you today why I personally think Ethereum is going to be at a very high price of $5,000. Now, I guess calling this video $10,000 is also realistic, but first we got to reach $5,000 because it started at 4,288. So first one, being the very simplest, is inflation. Right now, when you go buy a gallon of milk, it could be $6. And this is absolutely horrific. $6 for a Canadian gallon of milk, that's too much. So with inflation, we can actually be seeing the markets improving and also crypto going up once the markets recover. But this means also the dollar will be worth less for one crypto, which means it can very much reach $5,000. Now, it did peak at $4,600, which is a pretty big amount, for all the way from 1,800. So it did more than double. Right now, we're seeing steady curve lines that will go up. Now, the other one why I think it will go to $5,000 is actually, well, institutions. Institutions are coming in and people are very big on this. Here you can see Ethereum for the first time in 9 months. Ethereum wallets with balances of 10,000 accumulate Ethereum for 9 days in a row. So it does seem that an actual pump is incoming and nobody is noticing it. I think that's a pretty amazing thing. That the pump is actually underway and the big whales are buying more. And I feel like people know that institutions are coming in. It's just undeniable. Like, everyone applied for it because it's easy money for the institutions. It's an easy money for crypto investors. I'm not saying you should buy more Ethereum right now. I'm just saying it's a really, really stupid time to sell. But that's what like Alex Becker said as well. You know, when people sold at the bottom at $1,000, that would be so stupid, right? Why would you sell? It's so low. Like, you don't have to buy more because you don't know what happens with the market. I remember when the markets were like, oh, it's all going to crash. But you also don't have to sell everything. So another reason why Ethereum is going up is because of the Kandun upgrade, I think it's called. So this upgrade is going to make possibly new millionaires by having a further upgrade for Ethereum. Now, there's a lot of actual competitors to Ethereum. Are they better than Ethereum? Maybe. Are they, you know, the first of the first in Ethereum? No, they're not. There's no other crypto token that's been like a bigger solution than Ethereum. Ethereum came after Bitcoin, and that's why it's one of the biggest tokens out there. And I think it's a very, very fair assumption that Ethereum is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and that's why institutions want in. It's been here for an age old, and people want to keep in it. And next one is the basic Bitcoin halving. So obviously with the Bitcoin halving, also Ethereum is going to follow, which is absolutely awesome. So there we're going to be seeing more of these actual Bitcoin, Ethereum, everyone coming in and giving a thumbs up for that. So if you guys like this and want more content, do you guys think Ethereum is reaching $5,000? With a spot ETF listing, it's actually undeniable. But check out my other videos too if you like this one. Peace, everyone. Let's talk about Shiba Inu. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's also not going to collapse in 3 days. But what's happening with Shiba Inu on rank number 19, just slowly skimming around for a year. So smash that like button if you haven't already. But this time we're going to be talking about what exactly is going on with SHIB. There's like a lot of people very concerned because they bought Shiba Inu at the peak. So what exactly is going on? Well, we did see from a year ago, there was actually tons of warnings for Shiba Inu. So there was like a ton of people saying, well, Shiba Inu is going to crash, Shiba Inu is going nowhere, things like that. So that's the biggest problem around here. That Shiba Inu doesn't really have a ton of development. All the things like the metaverse, the partnerships, they didn't really affect the price. The trillion burns. I like Shiba Inu. I like the team. I think it's working hard. But the community just wasn't there when we saw the layer 2 blockchain burns, or the blockchain burns basically didn't burn anything in the end. They burnt about a few billion. So I saw an article yesterday and it said like 5 billion, and I thought it was going to be 5 trillion. I was going to be really shocked, but I figured out it's like 5 billion, which is what? In today's standards, this is, according to my math, about $5,000 at max. And if you look at BNB, it burns about $1 million a month. So basically, SHIB burns about 30, 40,000 a month, which is something, but it's nowhere near enough the supply, so the holders can keep selling. Can it get better? Yeah, sure, but it's just not. Like, these rallies are super small, even when we compare it with Ethereum, for example. Ethereum vastly outperformed Shiba Inu. So here's Shiba Inu at the peak. This is how much Ethereum basically crashed. If we compare it to, I don't want to compare it to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is like a big thing, but let's compare it to Solana. Solana is pulling back while SHIB is slowly like fading. So even if we compare it to Solana, Solana was like crashing less until the FTX. Then it was worth less and SHIB was worth more. But it does seem like we need like a wake-up call. For Shiba Inu holders, we do need a wake-up call. We need the metaverse. We need players. We need people back. And with retail investors not being here, this is going to be really hard. This is going to be hard for anyone holding SHIB, basically, because if we look at all these charts, people are moving on to other tokens. But this doesn't mean Shiba Inu is over, because Rome wasn't built and it won't be destroyed in a day. It just means right now there's no retail investors or meme coin traders really for SHIB. And for 2024, I predict if we get another bull run, SHIB could be seeing some positive levels. I'm not sure about all-time high, but it could definitely eat a zero, or it can definitely move up here. So it will definitely eat a zero here. We're about same levels now as 2021 during the small bear market. So it's not the worst, but it's also not the best. But I definitely think that this is a very fair amount, and people are still, loyal to SHIB, and people are excited to see where SHIB goes. So I don't think it's over. Definitely not. I think Shiba Inu has a lot of potential, but I feel like there could be some more projects for Shiba Inu. Again, the developers had a lot of like corporate takeovers. They had a lot of problems. They had fighting, but they also had great development. We can't say we didn't have partnership. We didn't have like a restaurant. They're trying to automate everything, but crypto just isn't there yet. So it's not entirely their fault, because they did try to make a restaurant, and the restaurant is performing really well from what I heard. But from what I know is like it's not their fault that Shiba Inu is this down, because they couldn't retain it to all-time peaks. Of course, whales will sell when they have 40 million in SHIB. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. So this is pretty interesting. Every single possible holder is most likely going to cry about this one for a good fact. Terra Luna, Terra Classic, and Terra USDC are the top gainers today. And I tried to really research on why, and I couldn't find a specific reason, but Terra Luna Classic being up 33% shines a hope. Obviously, if we look at here, it's been, what, a year now? A year and a half since the great collapse. And the year to date, it saw a huge rally. We saw a huge downturn. So last week, TFL injected 15 million of capital into Terra ecosystem, making liquidity on Terra for blue chips like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the deepest of Cosmos chain. Terra Foundation, Luna's capital injection solves the cold start problem for Terra's ecosystem, providing ample liquidity for users to acquire and trade blue chip assets. So as I understand, that Terra Luna Classic is now has a $15 million buy. I'm not sure if it's Terra Classic, if it's Terra USD, but something went up by 6 times. So Terra Classic USD actually went up, pegged up to $7. Absolutely incredible. This is still 7% of the drop. Still pretty crazy, but hey, it's a good starting point definitely for everyone holding Terra Luna Classic and Terra Classic USD. I think it's absolutely incredible, and this bump is just the start of something big. It just tells you how community can go big and around, how the market is back. If we go from 1 cent to 7 cents overnight, I was actually thinking of buying some Terra Classic. And now I regret not buying like $1,000. I know whales were buying it up at 2 cents, 1 cent, whatever, in hopes of it getting repegged. The issue is it's on Binance. Here I can see you can buy it on Binance. So a lot of people are pretty excited for that. It's got a 1 billion. Is that 1 billion? Yeah, 1 billion trading volume. That's pretty big. So people are asking for a repeg. I'm going to be making more videos on that. But seems like a repeg $1 would be absolutely incredible because a lot of people got wrecked. And now it's getting more trading volume than any time other in history than its collapse. I'm not joking around. This is the biggest moment in crypto history. And if you guys want to be kept up to date to my journey with this crypto history, be sure to smash that like button because Terra Luna Classic, USDC, $1 repeg is now a real possibility. And there has been, so this got 300 likes. I'm trying to see. USDC, there's been rumors that Luna Classic developers and validators wish to vote will agree to sacrifice Luna Classic in exchange for USDC. It's worth consideration. I think they're voting on everyone sacrificing their Luna Classic. Burn all Luna Classic and repeg USDC. I'm not 100% sure. Could be FUD. So there were rumors that for all these proposals, they'll start using Terra Classic USD to actually make it great. So over a year, it's up 240%, but over today, it's actually up much better. So keep you guys updated with more news like that, and peace, everyone.